So thank you everybody for joining the call and those who are going to listen also in future. Thank you for your time. So today is very auspicious day and today is the appearance day of the dearest devotee, dearest consort of Krishna, Srimati Radharani. And we are going to celebrate her appearance day today. So she is obviously very elevated personality, and to speak anything about her with almost no knowledge, it is very audacity. But the advantage is we can purify our existence, purify our speech by speaking about, glorifying about Srimati Radharani. So because of that, I'm trying to dare to speak something about her. So now first we are going to sing a song which is very popular song in Gaudiya Vaishnava society. We'll sing that song, read the meaning, and then we'll get started with the class. Okay. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Gaite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Gaite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Gaite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Gaite. दामोदरारति वर्धन वेशे दामोदरारति वर्धन वेशे हरिनिष्कुट वृंदा विपिनेशे हरिनिष्कुट वृंदा विपिनेशे राधे जय जय माधव गीते राधे जय जय माधव गीते वृषभानुददिनव शशिलेखे वृषभानुददिनव शशिलेखे ललिता सखी गुण रमिता विशाखे ललिता सखी गुण रमिता विशाखे राधे जय जय माधव गीते राधे जय जय माधव गीते करुणम करुमयि करुण भरीते करुणम करुमयि करुण भरीते सनक सनातन वरनित चरिते सनक सनातन वरनित चरिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते 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 गोकुल तरुणी मंडल महिते गोकुल तरुणी मंडल महिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते श्री श्री राधा रानी की जय. So the translation for this song is: O Radha, O beloved Madhava, O you who are worshipped by all the young girls of Gokula, all glories unto you, all glories unto you. You who dress yourself in such a way as to increase Lord Damodara's love and attachment for you. O Queen of Vrindavanam, which is the pleasure grove of Lord Hari. O new moon that has risen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu. O friend of Lalita. O you who make Vishaka loyal to you due to your wonderful qualities. O friendliness, kindness, oh faithfulness of Krishna. O you who are filled with compassion, O you whose divine characteristics are described by the great sages Sanaka and Sanatana, O Radha, please be merciful to me. So, this is a wonderful song of Srimati, glorification of Srimati Radharani. Now, we are going to talk about the appearance day of Srimati Radharani, and that's today is the appearance day. So before that, we'll do Mangalacharan and then we'll get started. Om Ajnanam Timirandasya Garanjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Sayang Rupa Kadamayyam Tadati Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Tam Sajeevam Sadhaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhayeva cha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale, Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Nityanamine, Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Deshadharine. Hare. So, Srimati Radharani is the energy of the supreme energetic Krishna. So, we are going to first discuss about the tattva of Radharani, and then we'll proceed towards the different pastimes, sweet pastimes of Srimati Radharani. So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a verse about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Ladini Shaktir Jasma Dekatmana Vapi Bhuvi Pura Dehavedam Gatau Tau Chaitanyakam Prakatam Madhuna Tadadvayam Chaikamaptam Radha Bhava Duti Subalitam Nomi Krishna Sorupam. So loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now, these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. So, this is about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when we are going to speak about the identity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the combined form of Radha and Krishna. He is Krishna, but he is having the complexion and bhav of Srimati Radharani. Complexion and bhav of Srimati Radharani. Now, when you try to understand about Radha and Krishna, who are they, how they are related, so those things are described in various verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Radha Krishna ek atma dui deho dhari ananya vilashe rasha ashadan kari. So Radha and Krishna are one and the same. They are one and the same, but they are having two different forms. They have assumed two bodies, means transcendental forms. Thus, they enjoy each other, testing the mellows of love. So originally they are one, but they have just got two different bodies to enjoy the mellows of love. So now, Prabhupada says in one of the purport, basically we hear about Srila Prabhupada saying that in this world, or if you take the entire creation and beyond, there are only two things, Krishna and Krishnas. There is no third thing. So everything is Krishna and Krishnas. So now, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says of the above verse, the two transcendentalists, Radha and Krishna, are a puzzle to materialists. The above description of Radha and Krishna from the diary of Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami is a condensed explanation. But one needs great spiritual insight to understand the mystery of these two personalities. One is enjoying in two. One is one person, and one is enjoying in two. Sri Krishna is the perfect potent factor, and Srimati Radharani is the internal potency. According to Vedanta philosophy, there is no difference between the potent and the potency. They are identical. We cannot differentiate between one and the other any more than we can separate fire from heat. We cannot separate fire and heat. Where the fire will be there, heat will be there. Similarly, Radha and Krishna, they are inseparable. Even though previously it was said that they separated, but still they are not separated the way we understand. They're inseparable. They are totally connected. Heart to heart, they're connected. So, now, let us try to understand the position of Radha, Krishna, and Balaram. Let us try to understand. So, I will just share the screen. If you look at the screen, it will be easier to understand diagrammatically. So, I'm going to share the screen. I hope you can see the screen. So, look at the diagram. Here, Krishna's unlimited potency, we are dividing, not we are, that is the way is divided. There are many potencies of Krishna. Parasya Sakti Vivedeva Svete, Swabhaviki Jnana Vala Kriyacha. So now, primarily we understand Krishna has three kinds of energies: Antaranga, Bahiranga, and Tatastha. Antaranga is also known as in different ways: internal potency, Swarup Shakti, Chit Shakti. There are different terminologies for Antaranga Shakti. Bahiranga Shakti is the Mahamaya, Durga Devi. And Tatastha Shakti is Tatastha is Jiva Shakti, Tatastha Shakti. Sometimes the Jiva is in the external energy, sometimes in the internal energy. It's not fixed. That's why we call Tatastha, Tatastha Shakti. Now, when you go for Antaranga Shakti, that Antaranga Shakti also can be divided in three different ways. As we hear, Satchit Ananda. It's the same thing here, Satchit Ananda. So, Sandhini Shakti. First comes Sandhini Shakti, and that is Krishna's aspect of eternal existence. Now, this is about Krishna's eternal existence and the paraphernalia, whatever used for worshipping Krishna and the very existence of Krishna. His mother, father, his abode, paraphernalia like his throne, um, his his hairdress, uh, his helmet, whatever you say, his dress, his shoes, his peacock feather, whatever you say. So whatever paraphernalia we see in Krishna's pastime, all are manifested by Lord Balaram. So that is, he is the presiding deity of Sandhini Shakti. Hmm. Lord Balaram manifests his shoes, his dress, his throne, everything. So he is the presiding deity of Sandhini Shakti. Then comes Sambit Shakti. So that is the way how Krishna knows himself and others can know about Krishna. That is Sambit Shakti or the knowledge potency. And Krishna himself is the presiding deity of Sambit Shakti. And then the next one is Ladini Shakti. And Srimati Radharani is the uh, presiding deity of Ladini Shakti or Krishna's aspect of transcendental bliss. Uh, Anand. Hmm? Satchit Anand, as you say. So this is Anand or the transcendental bliss. Srimati Radharani is the presiding deity of that. Now, I'm sharing the screen. So here you can see this verse is coming from Chaitanya Charitamrita. लादिनी रे सारे प्रेम प्रेम भाव प्रेम सारे भाव भावेर परम काष्ठा नाम महाभाव. Very nice verse. लादिनी रे सारे प्रेम प्रेम सारे भाव भावेर परम काष्ठा नाम महाभाव. So this ladini potency, love of God, is the essence of love of God is emotion, and the ultimate development of emotion is Mahabhav. So that is there in Srimati Radharani. And then the words which comes to talk about that Mahabhav. Mahabhav Sarupa, Mahabhav Sarupa, Sri Radha Thakurani, Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Shiramani. Mahabhav Sarupa, Sri Radha Thakurani, Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Shiramani. So Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. So Krishna has many, many consorts, different kinds of consorts. We'll see what are the different kinds of consorts. And Srimati Radharani is the topmost jewel of all the consorts. Hmm. कृष्ण प्रेम भावित जार चित्तेन्द्रिय काय कृष्ण निज शक्ति राधा क्रीड़ा सहाय. So Radharani is helping Krishna in his pastimes. Her mind, senses, and body are steeped in love for Krishna. She is Krishna's own energy and she helps him in his pastimes. Okay. So that way you can see that Srimati Radharani is helping Krishna in his pastimes. Radhika hoen Krishner pranaya vikar, Swarup Shakti Ladini Nam Jahar. So Srimati Radhika is the transformation of Krishna's love. She is the internal energy called Ladini. লাদিনী করায় কৃষ্ণে আনন্দ সাধন লাদিনীর দ্বারা করে ভক্তের পোষণ. So that Ladini energy gives Krishna pleasure and nourishes his devotees. So therefore, by the mercy of Srimati Radharani, we get nourished. So therefore, we need the mercy of Srimati Radharani. Now we'll see what are the different types of consorts of Krishna and who is the source of all the consorts. Krishna Kantagan dekhi trivida prakar, ek lakhi gan pure mahishigan ar, brajangana roop ar, Kantagana shar, Shri Radhika hoite Kantaganera vistar. So we have three different kinds of consorts of Krishna. Who are the different types of consorts? The beloved consorts of Lord Krishna are of three kinds. The goddess of fortune, like the Lakshmi Devis in Vaikuntha, goddess of fortune. Second category is the queens in Dwarka, and third, the milkmaids of Braja, the gopis, who are the foremost of all. These consorts all proceed from Radhika. So all are expansions of Srimati Radharani. The the Lakshmis in Vaikuntha, the queens in Dwarka, and all the gopis in Brajadham, all expand from Srimati Radharani. And then there is a verse again in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Avatari Krishna joiche kore avatar, Angshini Radha hoite tin ganer vistar. So just as the fountainhead, Lord Krishna is the cause of all incarnations. So Sri Radha is the cause of all these consorts. So Radharani is the source of all the consorts or energies, just like Krishna is the source of all the incarnations. So that is coming from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Another very nice verse. Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasya Sarva Kanta Shiromani. So Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda, and she is also the of enchantress of Govinda. She is called Madan Mohan Mohini, enchantress of Govinda, or Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan means who can enchant the Madan or Kamdev, Cupid, and that too, millions of Kamdev get enchanted by Govinda together. He is more beautiful than all combined together. He can enchant them, and that Govinda or Madan Mohan is enchanted by Srimati Radharani. That's why her name is Madan Mohan Mohini. She is the be all and end all of Govinda and the crest jewel of all his consorts. Now, we are going to talk about appearance of Srimati Radharani, how she appeared. Now, on different days of Brahma, different ways Srimati Radharani appeared. That is called Kalpabhed. And those are described in different scriptures. Now, I'll talk about three ways. There are four ways it is mentioned. The fourth one is very, very elaborate. So it will require an entire class to describe how Srimati Radharani appeared. It's very, very complex, complicated. I'll just give you few points to give you some understanding about how complex it is. But other three are easier, so I'll talk about those. How she appeared. Now, The parents of Srimati Radharani are Drishyabhanu and Kirtida Sundari, and Krishna's parents in Vrindavan are Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda. And both the families were very close friends. And both of them were not having any child for a long, long time. They were getting older. They were not having any children. So now, Nanda Maharaj, he suggested that let us go on the other side of Yamuna and we'll do austerity out there. And who knows, our fortune may open up. And Drishyavanu and Kirtida accepted the proposal, and then they went to Raval. Raval, that is known as the birthplace of Srimati Radharani. So one day in the early morning, Vrishabhanu, he went to Yamuna and before sunrise, and he saw a golden lotus flower. And he was very curious, and he went to the lotus flower and he saw a golden uh, newborn child, a girl child in that lotus flower. And he picked up the child and he went to Kirtida, his wife, and said, we don't have any issue. And let us raise this child as our daughter. And both agreed, and then they started raising her. So this is one way how she appeared. Another way is little bit different. Uh, that is, instead of in Raval, that happened in Varsana. And in Varsana, there's a Drishyavanu Kunda, where in a golden lotus she appeared. So that's another variation. Third variation is that just like Sita Devi, as um, King Janaka, he was tilling the land, and from the tip of that plow, Sita Devi appeared. That's why her name was Sita. And similarly, Brishavanu was also plowing the land, and from that tip of the plow, Shrimati Radharani appeared. So these are the three stories of appearance of Shrimati Radharani. And the fourth one is very involved one. And I'll just give few glimpses, but it's a very, very long story. Just few glimpses I'll tell. So as Kamsa gave the instruction to Putana that kill all the boy child and kidnap the girl child. All the girl children should be kidnapped and boys should be killed. So that was the instruction given by Kamsa to Putana, and that's what she was trying to do. So in this process, there is involved story where Putana, actually these children were like transcendental children born. There are 6 in one place, actually, like Radharani and her other gopis and all, and they were transported by Putana, and in this process, they got dropped in different places. So that way, they appeared. And uh, otherwise, she was daughter of Brinda, sorry, Brinda Parvat, like that. So there are involved discussion. I'm not going into details of that. There are many, many personalities involved. Many, many personalities involved. So I'm not going into details of that. It's a very complex story. Anyway, so now Radharani appeared and Narad Muni. Narad Muni acts as a catalyst in Krishna's pastime. And he knew Krishna appeared. So he went to Vrindavan to meet with Krishna. And he saw Krishna, the newborn baby, and he became very delighted. Now, this thought came in his mind. If Krishna appeared, Radharani must have appeared also. I must look for her, search for her. Then he started going from house to house looking for a girl, newborn girl child. And that way, he eventually entered in the house of Brishabhanu and Kirtidasudha. And he again asked the same question. Do you have a newborn girl child? They said, we have a boy child. His name is Shridham. Shridham is the brother of Srimati Radharani. And they got him. But Narad Muni said, oh, maybe I have come in the wrong place. So do you have, by the way, by chance, a newborn girl child? Otherwise, I think I'm in the wrong place. Then they said, wait a minute, Munivar. Uh, I think we have a girl child, but the only thing is, right from her birth, she is deaf and dumb and blind. So imagine. Radharani, she is the source of all the qualities, all the good qualities. And how she appeared? Deaf, dumb, and blind. Hardly we can see any child like this in this material world. All these things are happening together. Srimati Radharani appeared like that. Now, they got the child, and then Narad Muni said, okay, um, let me do one thing. I'll do some procedure, and through which she will become normal. And I'll have to do it privately. So let me do this alone with her. So they agreed because Narad Muni, he has a lot of power, potency. Maybe he can fix the situation. Then he entered into the room where Radharani was alone in the crib, and immediately he fell flat on the ground, Dandavat, offered obeisances, his prayers, with it at his heart's content, he offered the prayers. And later on, he got up and found that no change in the state of Srimati Radharani. Then he came out and he said, I tried a lot, but it didn't work. But, I have a suggestion. If you follow my suggestion, it will work. And they said, what? He said, as she appeared, so we should have one celebration. And in that celebration, you invite people, and you don't forget to invite people like Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, and make sure they have Krishna with them. So they followed the instruction. So all of them came and the festivity started. And Krishna, when everybody was busy in their work, he very quietly went to Radharani's room, went to the crib and climbed into the crib. As soon as Krishna went there, Srimati Radharani opened her eyes, she started speaking, and she also started hearing properly. So the point is, her life was totally dedicated to Krishna. She would like to see the form of Krishna only. She would like to hear from Krishna only. She want to speak about Krishna. She want to open her mouth in front of Krishna. So that way, she was in that state. Now, as soon as this happened, everybody was happy, very, very happy, and then they have festivity. So that way, Srimati Radharani enacted this pastime in her childhood. Now, moving forward, we'll see some other pastimes of Srimati Radharani. So, before that, the appearance of Srimati Radharani and Krishna and their childhood pastimes, these are visible only in this material world. In the spiritual world, Krishna and Radharani is around the age of 16 years, Navayogan. So there is no childhood pastimes. So those childhood pastimes only can be seen in this material world. Now, Similarly, another childhood pastime. Maybe she grew up a little bit, and then there are many versions. So, one version it happened in the house of Vrishabhanu, and in another version it happened in the field, mm, agricultural field. So Srimati Radharani was playing with her gopi friends, and at that time, who came? Durvasha Muni. Durvasha Muni, who is known for his anger and curse, came to that place, and many a times he comes and he says he's hungry. So he also this time said to Srimati Radharani and the gopis that they should arrange for some food. He's feeling very hungry. Now they said, okay, Munivar, let's come to our house. We'll make something for you and you can have it. He said, you don't understand. I'm very, very hungry and I want food right now. So what to do? They're in the middle of the field. So then Radharani picked up some mud from the field and made some biscuits out of it and offered it to Durvasa Muni. It's a very, very daring stunt. Just people say, na, never try it at home. But in front of Durvasa Muni, doing this kind of things, yeah, it can be cursed left and right. But Radharani did that, and Durvasa Muni was looking at the biscuit, looking at them, looking at the biscuit. Means, what do you want? You know, he said, eat that. What? Eat this? He said, yeah, try this, try this. And then, as they were insisting, Durvasa Muni tried. And as he had a bite, he was liking it. He was eating more and more. And he eventually became very, very satisfied. His hunger was gone. And then he blessed Srimati Radharani, who doesn't require any blessing. And Durvasa Muni blessed Srimati Radharani. And what boon he gave? Whatever your hands touch, whatever you prepare, will taste like nectar. Whoever tastes the food cooked by you will have long life, strength, beauty, and fame, which will increase day by day. So, one of the credit of Srimati Radharani is that she is cooking for how long? Nobody knows how long she is cooking for Krishna, but she never repeated any recipe. If she is making a particular dal today with a particular recipe, she will never make it again. She will always make newer and newer recipes, newer food. So it's only possible in case of Srimati Radharani. Now, when this happened, Mother Jashoda had some idea. Okay, whatever boon Durvasa Muni has given, I want all these boons to come true. And especially when, if Radharani can cook for my son Krishna will eat that food, and that way he will become more stronger, more beautiful. All these qualities will come in him. So she proposed this to Kirtida Sundari, mother of Radharani, and they agreed. And from that day onwards, Radharani used to come every day to cook for Krishna. That was the routine. So one day, Mother Jashoda was laughing. I mean, not laughing, she was smiling. She was smiling. And Srimati Radharani was cooking, and she got astonished. Why Mother Jashoda is smiling? So she went to her and she said, is there any specific reason you are smiling? And Mother Jashoda picked up little bit haldi, turmeric, and started putting the paste on her hands and saying that I want you to be bride of my son. That's why I'm trying to do so. And she became very, very, she felt very shy. And eventually, when she was going back to her home, she felt that my parents don't know about it. And it is very, very embarrassing for me. So therefore, I am going to wash this uh, haldi or turmeric. And therefore, she approached a pond, nearby pond, and she washed her turmeric. And as soon as she did so, the entire pond became yellow or pila. So that's why from then that pond became known as Pilapur or Pilipukur. And that is there in Vrindavan, Pilipukur. And later on, Krishna, when he was passing by, he saw that this pond is yellow. So he became very curious. So he thought, like, let me get down in this pond, have some shower. But as soon as he went into the pond, his bluish or sham bird, that complexion became yellowish. And that's the indication of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came, as the first verse we read, who came with Radha Bhava Tuti Sivalita, the mood, bhav, and complexion of Srimati Radharani. So that is the story of Pilipukul. Okay. So then there are many, many nice pastimes of Srimati Radharani. We'll touch upon few of those. Okay. So there is a pastime about Krishna telling Srimati Radharani that you are the chief among all the Gopangana and are greater even than Yashomati or Mother Yashoda. And when Srimati Radharani heard that, she said, hmm, she laughed. And she said, your character is like the virtue. I do not believe your words. Yashomati is your dear mother. How can you say I am greater than her? What is the reason? Okay. And we know Krishna has enacted this, this Damodar pastime that happens for entire month, glorifying Mother Yashoda. So you can understand how dear Mother Yashoda is to Krishna. So how can Radharani understand that she is even greater than Mother Yashoda? But Krishna said, very soon you'll see. She will come begging to you. Even if she is saying that you are her daughter, very soon you will see that she'll come to catch hold of your feet, begging. So, like that, one time it happened that the gopi friends of Krishna, they are having a good time, nice time with Krishna, and they were having, dancing festival. They are dancing with Krishna. So usually when these things happen, Mother Yashoda is not nearby, different from rasas. But in this case, Mother Yashoda appeared there. Then she said, my son goes to herd the cows entire day. He's so tired and he needs rest after coming home. But you are taking him to dance with you? Uh, this is not acceptable. Then the gopis said, this is not your Krishna. This is our Krishna. Our Krishna is very glorious. And then they started talking about glories of Krishna, like he lifted Govardhan, he did that, he killed Kaliya, like that. He subdued Kaliya. And Mother Yashoda also started glorifying. My son also killed Putana. That way, she also started glorifying Krishna. So then, She said, but my son is, this is my son. You must let him come with me. Then Gopi told, you know, this is our Krishna, and your Krishna is at your home. He is sleeping in the bed. Mother Yashoda said, really? Said, yes, that is true. Go and find your Krishna. This is our Krishna. Then Mother Yashoda went to her house and she found, yes, that is really true. Krishna is sleeping in the bed. So she became very happy. Later on, she said, you know, why don't you bring your Krishna to our Krishna? Both the Krishnas will dance together. We will see. So then they said, yes, okay, if you want, we do. So then with the gopis, Krishna came, and also the other Krishna was sleeping in the bed. So Mother Yashoda woke him up. He said, okay, let us dance the other Krishna. So anyway, eventually they started dancing. After some time, Krishna thought of doing something else. So he got merged with the Krishna who came with the gopis. Now Mother Yashoda came running. She said, where is my son? Where is my son? The gopis said, you know, it's all surrounded by walls. How can you know where your son is? You just search for your son. She said, no, no, you have taken away my son. So then they said, no, no, this is our Krishna. Your son is somewhere else. And then some conversations happened like that. And Mother Yashoda fell on the feet of um, Radharani, begging for Krishna. So then Radharani was looking at Krishna. What will happen now? She is your mother. She is falling at my feet. So then Krishna just gave some indication that she is not going to die, even though she was saying, "I'll die now." So Krishna gave indication she is not going to die. So then Radharani said, "You know, why do you need to fall on my feet? Uh, you are elderly person, respectable person. You can go to your house and you will find your son sleeping out." So same thing she did and found, yes, Krishna was there with Mother Jashoda. So that way, Krishna enacted such a nice pastime to show that Srimati Radharani is the greatest, as he promised. Then another pastime is a Janji festival. The Janji festival, it is the annual festival where all the gopis, girls, they collect flower and then they decorate their house, and then the elderly people will come and then they'll select who is the number one, whose decoration is the best. So for that purpose, the gopis came to Kusum Sarovar. Kusum Sarovar was surrounded by very beautiful flowers. So they came there to collect flowers. But then they spread across and they were collecting flowers. And while collecting flowers, and on that day, what happened? All the cowherd boys, they were going to herd the cows. And Krishna made a excuse saying that he's feeling sick, so he didn't go to the to herd the cows. So he stayed back at home. Now, as the gopis they went to collect the flowers, Radharani also went to collect flowers, but her sari got stuck here and there in the different thrones, and she was trying to unstuck herself, but another throne would get stuck. So when she was in such situation, she was looking for help, but nobody was there. All the gopis got a little bit scattered. Then came a Mali, a caretaker of that area. And he said, what happened? It seems like you are stuck. So he carefully helped her to get unstuck, removed the thorns and all. And he introduced himself saying that I am Banamali. I'm the caretaker of this place. So now Radharani liked this person very much. But meanwhile, all the gopis came and they said, Radharani, we already collected so much of flowers, but your basket is, hardly got any flower. This is very unusual. Usually you have a lot of flowers by this time. What happened? Then she said, actually, my cloth got stuck. That's why I could not move around. And this Banamali rescued me. So when she said like that, this Banamali, as he saw the other gopis, he saw that they also have collected a lot of flowers and he became very angry. I am the caretaker of this place and without my permission, you have plucked so much of flowers. And then he hit those buckets with his stick and all the flowers fell off. And the gopis became very angry. Hmm? We are taking these flowers for festival and you threw all the flowers like this, let this wasted. Then he said, don't worry, I'll take these flowers to Yamuna, wash those and they'll become fresh. They said, no, Yamuna is far away. We cannot just wait like this. Then Krishna manifested some flowers by his mystic power. And then eventually he decorated Radharani's, uh, Radharani and her, whatever she wanted to decorate. He decorated nicely with the flowers. And eventually this was declared that Radharani has won the first prize. So this was the best because Krishna himself had done it. So this is about Janji festival. It's very nice pastime. Now we'll move on to another pastime that is about Radha Kunda. This is another sweet pastime. One time, when Kamsa was sending the demons to kill Krishna in Vrindavan, he sent Aristasura. Aristasura is bull demon who came running, charging towards Vrindavan. And he was shaking the ground. He was passing stool and urine on the way. And he was very angry, coming rushing towards Vrindavan. And a lot of disturbance got created. And the gopis, they felt very helpless. So they ran and they caught hold of Tamal tree. Tamal tree has complexion similar to Krishna. So they caught hold of Tamal tree, thinking they have catch hold of Krishna. So then Krishna fought with Aristasura and killed him. And these incidents happened in Aristagram. Excuse me, Aristagram. And then when Krishna met with the gopis said, Krishna said, I killed this demon. And the gopis said, you don't have to be too much proud because you killed a cow, as good as killing a cow. Because this is a bull. You have killed it, so you have accrued a lot of sins. And, you're very sinful. So Krishna said, I killed a demon who came in the form of a bull. So this is not my fault. I need to take care of people. So I killed the demon, but you are falsely putting allegation on me that I have killed a cow. So now, as they said, as Krishna said, okay, what is the atonement you are asking for? They said you need to go to all the tirthas, bathe in the 7 rivers, and then come back. Bathe in the holy places, and then come back. Krishna said, okay, is this the fact? Okay. Then he pushed the ground with his heel of his feet and created a kunda and then invited all the holy rivers from there. And they came, and that way they filled up the lake or kunda. Then it was known as Shamakunda. So then Krishna says, my Shamakunda is ready, and it is filled up with water from different tirtha. Now I'll take bath and then become sinless. Hmm. And if you want, you can also come and you can also become sinless. You also have done offense because you have falsely put allegation on me that I have killed a cow, but I have killed a demon. So for this false allegation, you need to atone yourself also. So you come, you can take shower in my kunda and you can become purified. Radharani said, no, you are a very sinful person. You already have taken bath and this water got contaminated by your sin. So therefore, we are going to create our own pond, own kunda, and fill it up with water. So they took out their bangles and they started digging. They made some kunda and they created a human chain to fetch water from Mansi Ganga. So from Mansi Ganga, they got water and filled up Radha. So then Krishna was very happy, and he said that this kunda is my very dearest kunda because you are my dearest. So therefore, your bathing place is dearest to me. So therefore, Radha Kunda, as per Krishna, therefore, as for everybody else who has some faith, the holiest place in the entire world is Radha Kunda, the bathing place of Srimati Radharani. Okay. So this was the pastime of Radha Kunda, and these Radha Kunda and Sham Kunda, over the period of time, they just kind of disappeared. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Vrindavan, he discovered some puddles, and he said, "Here is Radha Kunda, here is Sham Kunda." So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rediscovered that, and it's a very holy place. People go to visit both the kundas, they do parikrama, and they offer prayers, do puja, like that. So that is about Radha Kunda pastime. Then we'll discuss about box pastime. What happened in that box pastime? So one day, Srimati Yashoda Devi, she was packing a big box. She was putting a lot of fragrance, ornaments, dressings, gifts, flowers, all those things she was putting in that box. So while she was arranging that box, Krishna came running. And Krishna said, Mother, what is there in the box? And whom are you preparing this box for? Mother Yashoda said, this I am preparing for Radharani, who is the daughter of Vrishabhanu. And as Krishna was asking, what about us? Do you have boxes for us, myself and Balram also? And Mother Yashoda said, yes, I am preparing boxes for you as well as Balram. Uh, so then, as she was arranging this, Krishna was asking again and again question, who is this for and what is the purpose and all those things he was asking again and again. And Mother Yashoda was answering. Then somebody came, uh, some goldsmith came, and Mother Yashoda wanted to order for the ornaments of Krishna and Balram. So goldsmith came, so she went personally to attend that person. And Dhanishta was given the responsibility. Dhanishta was on associate of Mother Yashoda, and she was given the responsibility to take care of or make sure that nobody is to disturb the setup as she is doing the packing and all. As she went out, Krishna came there, and then he got his friends also there, and with they discussed something, and then they pulled that box to the some corner of the house, and then they took out all the ornaments and all the valuable things, and they gave those to Dhanishta, because Krishna wanted Dhanishta should send those to where they should go, and Dhanishta would be expert in that, so nothing to look back. So now Mother Yashoda came, and what Krishna did, Krishna took out all these things and gave to Dhanishta, and he entered himself into that box. And by the time, and then what happened? Mother Yashoda also told that this the lot of qualities of Radharani. She told, she glorified Radharani, and she said she has a husband, Abhimanyu. That Abhimanyu has come here, and he's discussing with Nanda Maharaj about household affairs. He will be soon here, and then I'll give this box to him to carry to his house. So then, very soon, Abhimanyu came. So the box was closed, and then Mother Yashoda told Abhimanyu, take this box and present it to Srimati Radharani alone, and take this letter also and present it to her. So then he said, okay, fine. So he took this box on his head, and he was walking towards his house, and he was thinking, it seems like very heavy. There must be a lot of ornaments and jewels and all. When I will sell those, I'll get a lot of money and I'll become very rich. So that way he was thinking. So, and Mother Yashoda said that you directly hand it over to Radharani. So he was carrying Krishna, who is having affair with Radharani, and he is the husband in normal terms, you can say. But he was carrying Krishna, who has affair with Radharani. He was carrying on his own head, and he was becoming happy also, thinking that how much he will earn, how much he will earn out of it, or make money out of it by selling things, selling the jewelries and all. So then finally he placed the box out there in Radharani's room and also informed Jatila what he got. Then he left, and Radharani's Gopi friends, they all were curious, what is there? What is there inside? So then finally they opened the box, and they saw Krishna inside, and they started laughing. And Lalita was saying, you are a devotee? You got carried by the husband, and you are, in a way, I mean, he's a lover outside of marriage, and Abhimanyu got him on his head. Lalita was mentioning about that. So that way, when the box was opened, Krishna came out, and everybody was very, very astonished. And then Radharani said, all my jewelries and everything was stolen, everything he has taken away. So, let us tell this to this thing, Jatila, the mother-in-law of Radharani. And then she will teach a good lesson to Krishna. So Krishna said, what is my fault? Actually, he was telling Lalita, Radharani actually forcefully got me over here through her husband. I don't have any fault. I just, out of curiosity, entered into the box just to smell it and make my body fragrant. That's why I entered into the box. But Abhimanyu carried me over here. And now she's saying, Now you are saying that I am at fault, whereas you instructed him to bring to you. That way they were joking and laughing, you know. So eventually Krishna came, being transported by Abhimanyu, who is husband of Srimati Radharani. So this was another very nice pastime. And I'll end with one pastime, which is Pearl pastime. So Pearl pastime, in that pastime, as Radharani and her Gopi friends, they were doing a lot of decorations with the pearls. Krishna appeared in that place and asked for some pearls. And I mean, they obviously asked what for. So then Krishna said, actually, I have two cows and I want to decorate them with the pearl ornaments. That's why I need some pearls. They said, no way, we are not going to give you pearl. Huh? These pearls are used for decorating the king, and you want to use those pearls to decorate your uh, cows? Okay, no way, we are not going to give. So then Krishna became very disappointed. He came from there and he went to, and he also said that you will see, I'll grow pearl and all those things he said. Then he came to his mother, Mother Yashoda, and asked for some pearls. And Mother Yashoda said, why do you need? And he said, I'll grow pearl plants, and from there, pearl will come. That's what I want. Mother Yashoda said, from pearl, you won't see any trees coming out. Don't, this is not possible. But he kept on insisting. Then she says, okay, take this pearls. She gave some pearls. And what Krishna did, he took those pearls and he sowed on the ground. He selected the ground properly beside the river Yamuna. And he then went to the gopis. He went to the gopis and he told, I need to water those plants, pearl plants. Hmm? The plants will come out. I already have sown the seeds, the pearls. The plants will come. I need to water them, but I need to water them with milk. And the gopis started laughing. You want to water with milk? Our milk is not of best quality as per your need. You need much better. So our milk quality is not so good. Now Krishna then insisted, no, no, yeah, I need, but they didn't provide. So then Krishna said, from now onwards, I'm not also going to be a miser. You'll see. I'll water with milk. Then they also started laughing. It's like thorn trees will come out of it, nothing else, if it comes. And then Krishna started watering with the cow milk. And very soon, for sure, sprouts came out and um, some plant came out. And they were getting bigger, and Krishna was uh, uh, pouring milk on them. And when the gopis saw that, they are very curious. They came to see. And then they thought, okay, Krishna has got a lot of pearls now. We also should have some pearls. But what to do? If you ask for pearls from Krishna, he's definitely not going to give because you already have insulted him before. So then they thought, okay, we already have seen. We already know the steps. We know how to grow pearl plants. Everything is known to us. We just need some pearls. And we should go to our mothers and ask for pearls. So Krishna then went to Mother Yashoda. This part we already discussed. This gopis, they went to their mothers and asked for some. In fact, they didn't ask. They broke through the storage where pearls are there and got the pearls. And now they sowed those pearls And then they started, you know, uh, putting milk on that, water in that way. But as they were saying before, for sure, from those pearls, nothing came. Only cactus tree came, thorny trees came out. And they were like thinking, what mistake we have done. We have broke open and got those pearls. Now, how will you return those? They got astonished. What to do? What to do? So then they told Krishna, if you can help. And then Krishna also put some conditions how he can give pearls, and the pastime goes on and on. But finally, he created garlands and all, and he provided pearls to each of the gopi friends and all. So that way, the pearl pastime was very, very interesting pastime that happened. Um, so these are some of the pastimes, and yeah, one more, the compassion of Srimati Radharani. So there is a fox in Vrindavan. He was within the hole, uh, and some boys, they are naughty. They what they started doing, they started throwing stones and all, and the fox was scared, and he went, and near Radhakunda there was a cave, and he went inside the cave. And these boys, what they did, they set fire on the mouth of the cave, and the fox was screaming, screaming, and he finally thought that I cannot survive there inside, so he came running out of it, and his body got burned. And meanwhile, hearing those screams and all, Radharani sent Lalita, asking her, can you just check what's going on? Why the screaming sound is coming? Then Lalita went there and she saw this thing, and she was very strong, and she then drove away all the cowboys and took the fox in her lap and came to Srimati Radharani. And then Srimati Radharani blessed uh, this fox, and very soon uh, the fox got converted in the body of a gopi. And that way, Srimati Radharani, by her causeless mercy, this insignificant fox who didn't have any credit before uh, was converted into a gopi uh, who engages in pure love of Krishna. So that is the compassion of Srimati Radharani. So with that, I'm going to pause. There are many, many stories, but we cannot cover everything in a single day. So therefore, I'm going to pause over here. So I'd like to see if we have any realization, any question, any feedback.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah,
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
stories are very good. Pastimes are very good. Actually, these are the simple pastime. So
Yeah,
we have heard about of these pastimes earlier also.
right.
So so for initial this thing, no, these pastimes are good. But I suppose we are a bit mature for 3 4 years. We are practicing the bhakti yoga, and
Mhm.
so we should go a little bit deeper, no?
Deeper pastime, you are saying. Even the most elevated Maharajas and all, they also release these pastimes. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is the thing is our position is so low that I mean all pastimes are very beautiful. There is a book, Chamatkar Chandrika, where there are many, many pastimes of Srimati Radharani. We can refer to those pastimes also. And these are very, very beautiful pastimes. We just think about the fact that in this material world, how much suffering we go through. And compared to those sufferings, if you think about these pastimes, how blissfully they perform those pastimes. And those who are associated, they are nearby, and those who even remember these pastimes, they are so glorious. We are nowhere nearby, we don't remember those pastimes. We
yeah,
hear sometimes, maybe once in a year, but we forget. But
yeah,
these
yeah.
pastimes are released by pure devotees also. These are not ordinary pastimes. These
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like
This is a beautiful pastime. Yeah, yeah.
these
Mm.
are highly really. There are stories of Shamananda also. I don't know whether you have heard it or not. where
Mm.
Srimati Radharani actually gave tilak and initiation to Shamananda, who was previously initiated by Dukhi Krishna. And then he raised a big complaint. He, in fact, thought that actually, I'll tell you the story. I don't know whether you have heard it or not.
No, 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 Prabhuji, no.
Okay,
I have
then
not
I'll tell this story, though I have it exactly prepared for it with the fresh, but what comes in my memory from there I'll tell. So there was a Vaishnav, Dukhi Krishna, in the Gaudiya tradition, Dukhi Krishna Das, and he was also known as Hriday Chaitanya, and he had a uh, disciple, and his name was Shamananda. So Shamananda was sent to Vrindavan to Jiva Goswami for his education. So he was getting education from Jiva Goswami, and everything was going fine. But he was engaged in very, very menial service uh, to Krishna. So what he used to do, he uh, used to do this thing, clean a place where Radharani and Krishna had their pastime. So he used to clean that place regularly. So one day he got a bangle. It was basically Radharani's bangle, but he got this and he was thinking what to do. Then there appeared a old lady, and she said, "This belongs to me. Hmm. I mean, can you give me this bangle?" Hmm. And then he said, "I can give this to the owner, but it doesn't look like you are the owner. Hmm. I can give it back to the owner, but it doesn't look like you are the owner." Even though she insisted, "I'll take it. I'll give it to the owner." But she said, he said, "No. If the owner comes, I'll give it." Then this lady, who was then old form, she took the form of Lalita, and then she took Shamananda to Radharani, and there Radharani touched him with her feet, and she gave name, spiritual name, Shamananda, and she gave a special tilak also to him. So then he came back, and when everybody saw, they were astonished. He looks a little bit different, even though he is Gaudiya Vaishnava. His tilak is different and all. So then this discussion spread like rumor, and it went to Bengal. And Dukhi Krishna came to know about it. Oh, my son, whom I have, it's not my disciple, now who was getting trained by Jiva Goswami, it seems like Jiva Goswami has given initiation to him again. That is wrong. And he kind of became very agitated. He took a lot of people, supporters with him, and came to Vrindavan. And he explained, he demanded justification uh, why he did so. How come he dared to give initiation to somebody who is already initiated by me? So that discussion was then eventually all the discussions happened, and the Shamananda disclosed. There are a lot of discussions in between. He was also telling whether he came to Jiva Goswami, what should I say, should I disclose, all those things. Conversation happened. So finally, um, Shamananda disclosed that I was taken to Srimati Radharani. I was initiated by her, and she gave me this name. And Jiva Goswami is innocent. He didn't do anything wrong. So that way, when he could convince, then everything got sorted out. So that is another story of related to Srimati Radharani.
beautiful. Prabhuji.
So it has a lot of details also in that. So yeah, there are many pastimes, uh, Dan Lila and all those things. Many other pastimes also. You know. If you want, I can share the links where you can hear those pastimes and all. That also I can do. That's not a problem. But I thought like in a single class, you cannot accommodate too many pastimes. There are many pastimes and which has details also. Some pastimes are so intricate that you will have to read it through because there are so many important aspects in that. So yeah, but the point is all the pastimes are released by the pure devotees also because there are many aspects, smaller details and all. They release, discuss all those things. But it is not like we are advanced devotees, therefore we should have bigger stories and this story, that story. These are also relatable. But yes, we can hear other stories also. That's no, you know, there's no harm in that.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Yeah, Priyanka Mataji, do you have anything to share?
No, Prabhuji. It was very nice class and very beautiful pastimes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining and wish you a very happy Krishna conscious Radhashtami. So when we observe Radhashtami, Krishna becomes very happy. And when we observe Janmashtami, Srimati Radharani becomes happy. So today is the time to make Krishna happy. So let us celebrate it in a nice way and with full of devotion. And we can do extra rounds of chanting. And those who are fasting is till noon time. So that we can celebrate.
Noon means Prabhuji 12 o'clock, no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And
This is without water, no?
it's up to us, however we can do. We can do
Okay.
without water, with water, however we can do. If you can, we can do without water. And then after that, we can take rice prasadam. After noon, after offering, we can take rice prasadam. And those who are staying nearby, we have program in the temple uh, today. So most of the temples we are having evening program, Radha Ashtami days for temples. So we can participate in that. So
Yes,
celebrate
Prabhuji.
Srimati
Yeah.
Radharani's yes.
Thank you,
So
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
yes, Srimati Radharani's appearance day Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare